Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kiar Tutos, and today I'm going to teach you how to make this Christmas animation. Okay guys, this is a beginner tutorial, so I'm going to make a quick brief about how to move inside of Blender if this is the first time you open Blender. Also in the description of this video you will find the chapters, so you can start in the topic that you want, in the point that you want. Before I start, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and activate the notification button. And I invite you guys to check out my channel. I have different tutorials for beginners and about modeling, low poly, texturing, rigging and animation. Okay, also some tools and add-ons for Blender that you can use for free. And also I invite you to check my Ko-fi page. You can support me like giving me a tip if you want, and you can check the products that I have in my shop, so just check it out. Okay guys, now here we are in Blender. After you download Blender from the official website, I will let the link in the description of this video. You can just searching for it after the video. You can download Blender, and then the first thing you're gonna see when you open it after install Blender is this is the scene that comes by default in the Blender. Right now I'm using Blender 3.0. You can use any version that you want, it doesn't matter, it won't affect in nothing. And basically when you open it, always by default it will come the cube, the light and the camera. Okay, as I told you before, I'm going to make a quick brief of how to move in Blender. We're gonna see it more advanced things through the process of the tutorial, but basically if you want to move inside the viewport for orbitate, is with the scroll button, the mouse, just press it and move it around. That's all. Now here also have other tools like move the view. You can see you can move it like that, or you can use the shortcuts. Like for example, if I want to do the same using this icon, I can just press shift down and then the scroll button and move it. Yeah, hold shift down and then scroll button of the mouse, the same, and zoom in, zoom out with the scroll button of the mouse. You can do it like this, or you can press Ctrl down and then with the scroll button just move the mouse in and out, right? So orbitate around the object, you can select the object, orbitate, move it side to side, or with the shift plus the scroll button, zoom in, zoom out with the scroll button of the mouse, or with Ctrl for more exactly zoom in and zoom out. And basically that's all. You can also find the icons right here, and this is the grill, like a orthographic view, like a perspective view. These are the axes of the viewport, like a Z axis, X and Y, right? Here are the ways that we see the geometry. Like for example, this is the solid view, viewport shading, like a solid view. This is solid view that we see all the geometries gray. This is the material preview, and this is the render preview. Okay, so right now we are in solid view. This is wireframe view, and this is X-ray view. We're gonna use it as well. And in this side we had the tool for the normal tool that any 3D programs have, like move, rotate, scale. And for example, for move, you just select it and then move it in the axis. You see, Ctrl C, Ctrl Z, and the same for rotate and scale. Okay, and in this panel right here in this menu, we have the object mode. We're gonna use a lot of this panel. Like this is the object mode. This is the edit mode, when we are going to edit our geometry. For example, we can edit the cube using the vertex. You can find it right here, the vertex selection. You can see it will say what is it and how it works, the edge select and the face selection, vertex, edge and face selection. Okay, so this is basically what we're gonna use, so don't worry too much. And then go back to the object mode. I'm going to activate an add-on so you can see the combination of the keys that I am using, the shortcut that I'm using, what I'm pressing. You can see middle mouse, left mouse button, right, so you can see it. For example, look, shift, this little icon right here, mouse, is going to show you what I'm using. So in that way the tutorial don't gonna take too long, it won't be long. Okay, so basically we're gonna start with the tutorial. This is the brief introduction. In this panel is where you can find what is inside the viewport. You see, you have the collections, camera, cube, light. Here are mostly the properties of the object right here, and also the modifiers that you can apply to the geometries, the camera properties, the render properties. We're gonna see that through the tutorial, so don't worry too much. So let's get started with the tutorial. Now, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna delete the cube with delete, and then we need to activate one add-on. It is pretty simple to activate add-ons inside of Blender. You go to Edit, Preference, then you go to Add-ons, and here you're gonna search for extra objects. This one, extra objects, you're just gonna click it to activate it. Now every time you want to activate an add-on, it will appear right here. We have one menu right here, you can see. You can activate it and deactivate this menu pressing N. I have a bunch of add-on right here, so basically the add-on is activated. So some of the add-ons will appear here, and some of the add-ons will appear in the menus when you want to create objects. It depends on the add-on, right? Now we're gonna create we're gonna start with a cylinder. You can add it from here at mesh, or with the shortcut Shift A, and then we go mesh, and we're gonna select cylinder. We're gonna create cylinder, and then here in the properties, in the vertices, we're gonna put 14 vertices. We're gonna work with that. That's all. Then you get click outside, and now we're gonna go to the edit mode. From here, this menu, we are in object mode. We're gonna go to edit mode. You can access to this panel pressing tab. See, edit mode, object mode, edit mode, object mode. Okay, guys. Now we're gonna go to edit mode. I use a lot of the shortcuts. I don't use too much menu or the bars like this. I just use the shortcut. Okay, now we go to the front view, pressing the number 1 in the numpad is the front view, and then we are going to activate the X-ray right here. Click. Then with this one selected, select box, we're gonna select these vertices right here, and then we are going to scale it. I use the S for, it's the shortcut for scale. See, we're gonna scale it down, almost there. Boom. Then we're gonna move it down. We're gonna put it right here. Then we need to select everything with A. Press A. Then for move, you can move it like this. I'm gonna move it up in the Z axis, or you can press G and move it around, and you can press the axis that you want. For example, Z. I want Z, so I'm going to move it here. Okay. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna to deactivate the X-ray. We're gonna go for vertex selection. Okay, and we're gonna make a selection like this. You're gonna select this vertex, and then you're gonna press shift. You're gonna hold shift and then press this one. We're gonna make like a kind of interpolation, interpolation selections, like this one, this one, this one. So press shift, hold shift down, and then click, 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 and click. Okay, now from view with the number 1 in the numpad, then we're gonna move this down a little bit like this, and we're gonna scale it out with S, something like that. Okay, it's looking good, right? So we had this, right? Now we are going to we're going to put some modifiers to the geometry, apply some modifiers. So we're gonna go this right here to this icon, and here we are going to apply in the generate, we're going to apply subdivision surface like this, right? No worry, you can activate the modifier here on this activator like that. So for now we're gonna deactivate the modifier. Now we're gonna go to face selection, select this face, and we're gonna insert one face inside. You can insert with this one, or with the shortcut this one, I. Then put it inside, move it inside. Then we're gonna go a little bit like this, something like that. Then from view again, now we're gonna make some cuts. We're gonna go to press Ctrl plus R, hit click, and then we're gonna put it right here, almost right here, and then we're going to scale it S, almost here. Okay, now we're gonna make one more cut, click and move it up, something like that. Okay, now I'm going to activate the modifier. You can see something like that, and we're gonna get out from edit mode, tap, then right click and shader smooth. We're gonna smooth the normals, then we're gonna apply other modifier. We're gonna go for bevel modifier like that, put 2, something like that. It's okay. Now we're gonna enter again to edit mode. We're gonna go for face selection right here, then we select this face, and we're gonna make insertion the same, but we're gonna use the shortcut I, like this, put it here, move it a little bit up, something like that. Now this is going to be the base for make the Christmas tree. Okay, now what we're gonna do, enter again from view, then press A for select everything, scale. We're gonna scale it a little bit down like that. Okay, now we're gonna move it. Okay, we're gonna start to use shortcuts. So G, Z, we're gonna put it up, G, Z, something like that, and then we are going to make a copy. Okay, we're gonna copy it, so we're gonna press Shift D, Z, put it here, something like this, scale a little bit. Okay, one more time, Shift D, Z, right here, scale it a little bit, move it a little bit down, then Shift D, Z, now scale it more, something like that. Now if you see this is the similar size, you can modify like this. You can just select this part, put the cursor on this part, and then press L, then scale it down. Okay, a little bit more, then this one the same, L, click L. Okay, click outside, L, scale it up, something like that. Now we're gonna go back to object mode and see how it looks. You can modify anything you want from view, L, it'll be done. Now what we can do is select everything with A. Now change to scale, and then we're gonna put it, we're gonna scale it in the Z axis a little bit, something like that. Okay, now we're gonna make other cuts. We're gonna make a cut right here and here and here. Okay, so we're gonna do it like that, like this. Control R, click down. Okay, Control R, click. We need it for the snow. Okay, Control R, click almost here. Control R, click almost here. Okay, so basically this is our tree. What we can do for make like a random rotation is select this part, like we change to face selection, then L, select this part, then we're gonna activate the rotation, rotate a little bit. Okay, then click outside, then select this one with L, rotate a little bit, and for example this one, L, and then rotate a little bit. So now this is our tree. On this part I'm going to select this face, then we're gonna press Ctrl plus for grow the selection, then I'm going to scale it a little bit, yes, like that. It's okay. Now get out from that. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to create the snow. So for the snow it's pretty simple. We're going to select faces and then copy and then separate it. So face selection, now we're gonna use the same. We're gonna select this face and then Control plus like this, you see, and Control plus. So we had this selection. Then hold down Shift, and with the scroll button we're gonna move down and right here. So what you're gonna do right now is press Shift plus Alt and then click in this border. So you're gonna select this one, all this loop of faces, and then with Shift, scroll button, go down, and then the same Alt plus Shift and click right here. We go down, we repeat the same process like this, and then like this. Okay, now we are going to press Shift D to duplicate, move it. You can move it for confirm that is duplicated, and then right click for put it in the same place, put it back in the same place. Then we're gonna press P and separate selection. Now we have a different selection. Okay, now we get out from the edit mode, sorry. Then this is our snow, right? Snow. This is our snow. So they have the same bevel and they have the subdivision. The only thing that we're gonna do right now or later we're gonna is apply other modifier, but basically is that one. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna select the tree once again. This is our tree. Enter to edit mode. So right now we have this. Select this face. We're gonna move it a little bit up. Okay. Now get out. Okay. Now we're gonna apply some materials. Okay, we're gonna start to apply some materials. You make sure you have the trick selected, and then we are going to go right here. This icon, click, then new. And we're going to choose a color right here. I'm going to use a green. something like that. We're gonna make it a little bit dark, something like that. Right now we can see the color because we are in solid view, but we can change it right here. You can see the color right here, huh? See guys, pretty simple. Now we're gonna select the snow and we are going to create a material for the snow. You can name it right here. Oops, no. The snow is like this, so no problem. But for the tree material, we are going to modify the roughness. We're gonna put the roughness up, something like that. The specular, we're gonna put it down a little bit. Then the snow I think is the same process. We're gonna put up the roughness like that. It's okay. Now we're gonna modify the snow. Okay, enter to edit view, vertex selection. Then we're gonna select these vertices. We're going to activate the proportional editing that is right here. And we are going to change the local view. It's in global, we're gonna change it to normal. The transfer orientation to normal, right? So it's going to move the vertex on the normal of the vertex. See, right here. So what this tool do, the proportional editing, when you move it, it creates a radius. You see, you can change the radius of the circle with the scroll button. That is going to influence the geometry. So we're going to make it a little small, a little bit something like that, and move it some vertices. You can do like that, and then move this right here. We're gonna make some variations in the shape, something like that. Okay, the same we're gonna do with the other ones, like this one. Move it a little bit, a little bit. Okay, now we are going to come back to object mode. Then with the snow selected, we're going to apply the modifier called solidify. Then if you can see, okay, we're gonna go back to the solid view. It will create thickness on the geometry, and we're gonna modify a little bit. Here you can see something like that, because this is our snow. Now the bevel, we can change the bevel. The bevel is okay. Now you can see. Now go back to the preview. Okay, so basically this is our tree. Now we're gonna make the trunk of the tree from view. We are going to create one more cylinder. We go here, mesh, and cylinder, like that is okay. Edit mode. I'm going to change the solid view. We move it up. Right here, we're gonna put X-ray view, X-ray. Okay. Gonna select these vertices, scale it down, something like that. Oh, we need to deactivate the proportional editing, huh? Then this one, scale a little bit, down. Okay, A to select everything. Move it up. Let's put it like right here. Okay, we're gonna Control R. We are cut right here. Move it. Click to confirm. Control R. Move it up. Click right here. Come back to the object mode. This is our trunk. Now right click, shade smooth. Okay, now we can, I think it's too big. We can make it smaller, like first you see the origin is right here. We don't need it there, we need it here. Okay, so enter to edit mode, face selection. Select this face, Shift S, cursor to selected. We need the cursor right there. Come back to the object mode, then right click, set the origin to the 3D cursor. Right here is okay. Now scale it down. Something like that. Then we're gonna move the trunk up. Now one thing that I need to guide you understand is every time we are in object mode and we move or scale or rotate any object, we need to apply the transformation, because when we are going to animate, if we don't apply the transformation, the animations are going to have some issues. So it's very simple. As you see, we move it and scale it, our trunk, so we need to apply the transformation, Control A, and then we're gonna apply the location and Control A, and then the rotation. Okay, but even like that, we need to go back, enter, and repeat the same process. Control Shift S, cursor to selected, get out, right click, set the origin to the 3D geometry. Sorry, to the 3D cursor, like that. It's okay. So right now we have our trunk right here. Okay, it's looking good. Material preview, select the trunk. We are going to create material right here, new material. You can change the color, any color that you want. For example, something like this. I'm gonna make it brown. Like that is okay. Now look. Now we're gonna create from view. Let's see, it's okay. We're gonna create one plane. Shift A, mesh, plane. Then we are going to scale it. Something like that. Then from view, it's okay. We are going to create a material. Go here. We're gonna change to orange. Then we're gonna go down to the roughness, put it up. The same with the trunk, we need to select the trunk, the material, and then roughness, put it up. Okay, it's looking good. Now we're gonna create this spline that will go around the tree. So we're gonna go to the front view. Number one is the numpad, and we're gonna press Shift A, and then here in curve we're gonna go to curve spiral. Then we're gonna select the first one, Archimedean. Now we're gonna open the curve properties. So right now it's like that, you can see it. We're gonna start to play around with the settings. We're gonna let it like that, turns. Here we can change it, but right now it won't show anything because we need to define, we need to manage and change it other properties, like for example this one. Then height, we're gonna go down, something like that. The radius, we're gonna open it. Then here turns, see, we're gonna change the turns. This is too much. 5, oh, let me try. Four, something like that. Then we need to make it a little bit big. At the bottom, something like this. Let me see. Then we're gonna move it on the location in this Z axis. We're gonna put it up. Go to the front view and calculate the distance, something like that. The radius, we can change the radius like that. Radius grow. The height. Then we locate it I think it's like that is okay. Okay, so now we can close the properties. Now we're gonna go right here to the data object properties. Now right here we're gonna change some settings. For example, we're gonna go to the geometry. Down here, sorry, not to the geometry, we're gonna go to the object right here, like object round, and then we can make it big, look, something like that. You can see. Now we can create a color for this one, like a color. We can make a gold, like a yellow gold color, something like this, and then right here in the metallic we can put the metallic a little bit up, then the roughness, put it down a little bit. It's okay, I think it's okay. Now we're gonna change to the solid view for a moment, and then right here, this is open. We need to go back to the properties of the object and then fill caps. We're gonna put caps. Then you're gonna to select this vertex, the vertex, you can see, and then you're gonna press Alt S to scale it, something like this. Yeah, something like that. Then this one just select it, and then we are going to activate one more time the proportional editing. So now we're gonna do the same, Alt S, and then try to open more the radius. Yeah, something like this. Good. Okay, now we're gonna go to the top view with the number 7 on the numpad, G to move, and when we're going to locate it almost right here, we're gonna change it a little bit, something like this. Now I'm going to grab this part and then the same. Okay, from view number 1, G, put it down. Yeah, it's okay. We go back to the material preview and see which part are getting inside the tree. For example, this one, and then we can move it with the proportional editing activated, so something like that. We can go here, start to modify the spline. Yes, we don't want that. For example, I think this is too far. Right here, yeah, I think it's okay. Oh, right here, look, this one. Like that is okay. Now we go back to the object mode. You're gonna get right click, share this smooth, and then also we can apply some modifiers to this, like for example, right here we go, and then subdivision surface for make it more smooth and soft, like that. But also look guys, for example, this part is getting inside the tree, so we need to fix that. Go back to the edit mode, select this one, this is something that manually you can do it. Okay, I think it's okay. Yeah, and the really cool about this kind of spline, this spiral, is that you can animate it. For example, if I'm here, let me look where this having for example path animation right here, have the frames and the evaluation time, but the evaluation time we don't gonna take it. Okay, the frames are okay. Oh, here, right here, sorry, start and end mapping. So look, if I move, it will move. You can animate it. So later we're gonna animate it. I think it's too big. We're gonna put something like that. It's okay. Yeah, something like that. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, something like this. Even here, this part, we can make this thinner, like Alt S, remember? Okay, so that's all. Now we are going to create the bulb, the Christmas bulb. It's pretty simple. From view with number 1 in the notepad, then Shift A, mask, and then we are going to use a UV sphere. Then we're going to scale it down, something like that. Right click, share the smooth, and then right here we are going to go to this and snap. We're going to activate the snap, but then we are going to face, and then we are going to activate align rotation to the target and project individual elements. Okay, now this is what's gonna happen. With G, I'm going to move it right here, and he's going to stick a snap on the surface. You see? So I'm going to put it right here, scale down a little bit, it's too big. And then we can create a color. Guys, right here you can rename the colors, and I don't gonna do it. You can do it. You can put any name that you want. So I'm going just to open, going to select red, and then I'm going to change the metallic. Put it something 1. Let's put it 1. I think it's too much. Like 8, 0.8. That's okay. And then from here we can copy it. Okay. So we can select the ball, and then Shift D, and then you can duplicate it. For example, something here. Shift D. Something right here. Then you can start to decorate your Christmas tree, something like that. Okay, now what we're gonna do, I'm going to open one more panel, one more window right here. You just go to the corner, then I click and drop, and now we are going to start to see how it's going to look our animation, our composition. So first I'm going to select the plane. I'm going to, oops, sorry, I need to deselect the snap. So I'm going to move it right here. I'm going to scale it more. So basically the view that we're going to use is this one, something like that, right? Use something like that. Then if I want to see this view on the camera, I'm just going to press Ctrl Alt 0. This is how my camera is seeing, right? So, but we are going to preview the camera view in this window, and in this window we are going to create more elements. So right here in this window I'm going to open this panel or this menu with N. Then we are going to view, and then we are going to select this one, click right here, camera to view, and N1, and then we press 0 in the numpad. Now we can move our camera and locate our camera. Let me move this right here, something like this. Then select the camera right here in the outliner, and then we are going to the properties of the camera. First of all, we are going to put 80. I don't want too much perspective in the camera, so I'm going to move it more. Something like that. I think it's okay. Let me open it more. Now here in this window, press 0 for get out from the camera view, and select this one, and then we're going to move it more. Now right here on the camera, yeah, something like that. So I'm going to scale more. Can scale it like that, it's okay. Like here, it's okay. Now in the camera properties, select the camera property. We are going to before displays, and then right here we're going to put it 1. Then in this window, you go to this window and then you need to press the key home for fill the window. Okay, now we are seeing here our camera view. Now right here we are going to pass to the viewport shading. Now this is the render shading. See, so in the render shading right now we just had one light. Later we are going to add more, but for now we are going to go here on the world properties, and then we are going to use a HDRI. So in color you click right here and then environment texture. Then we are going to open right here, and I will let in the description the one HDRI that you can use from Polyheaven. You just select that one. Okay, so this is our line, and then we are going to go to the render properties right here. Right now the render engine is zip, so we are going to change it to cycles. We're gonna use cycles. Then in here device CPU, we're gonna change it to GPU. We're going to use the power of the GPU. So right here is the sampling of the viewport, and this is the sampling of the render. So in the viewport we're gonna put it a little below 500. We don't need too much for the preview right here. And right here on the render we are going to change it for 1500 is okay. And here we're going to put 0.1. Now very important step that you need to do, the denoise, because we don't want, you see, if you can see right here have a lot of noise, so we can use the denoise for reduce the noise. And then right here in the denoiser you choose FTX. If you have an NVIDIA graphic card, GPU card, the FTX is the one for the NVIDIA. You can put it in and you see NVIDIA GPU's card. So also right here in the render the same, denoiser, open and select FTX. Okay, so you can see the noise is already gone. Okay guys, now for now is that. Now in this case we're gonna copy the light. We're going to not the light, yeah, the light we're gonna copy it and use it later, but I'm talking about the Christmas ball. So we're going to select one, and we are going to remember to activate the snap, then Shift D, duplicate it right here, something here, and then we are going to change the color. Okay, we are going to delete this color with finish, then create a new color. Then right here metallic, we're going to put it 1.8 is okay. Then here you can change the color, you can put yellow, select yellow as well, something like that, you can change it. And then the same, we are going to copy, Shift D, copy right here. You can reduce the size a little bit smaller, Shift D. We gonna create variations. Now we are going to light up the Christmas spirit. Okay, yes, we are going to put some lights. So we are going to use this light, we are going to change it to area light. Then top view, number 7 in the notepad. We are going to G, we are going to move it right here, rotate, R for rotate. Let me find the light. Oh, from view, G, something like that. We're going to move it right here, 7. Something like that, R. Okay, this is one of our lights. So right here you can change the type of light that you want. In this case we are going to use area light. Then it's rectangle, we are going to use a disc. Then we are going to change the size, something like that. This is 1000, 1005. Let's put 1005. Okay, we can make it big actually. Top view, G for move. Oops, gotta remember to deactivate the snap. Right here, from view, R. Okay, G, top. Just play around with the lights in the way that you want. Okay, now Shift D to duplicate it. Right here we're gonna put other one. I'm going to move it a little bit. G, R to rotate. Let me change it right here. G, R. Now right here we had the spread of the light. So if you change it, right now it's 180. If you reduce it, you can see. For example, I'm going to select this light and we are going to turn it off right here. Bye bye. Now this one you select it, and then if you reduce the light, you will see on the shadow, you will see what I mean. See? Now like this is 23 degrees. And 180 is the maximum, so we're gonna put it something like that, something like 100 for the moment. So the other one we're gonna open it. No, let's 150 is okay. 150. Then we're gonna choose the select this line and then copy, Shift D, and then put it right here. R to rotate. We're gonna illuminate the front view. 3 to side view. G, we're gonna move. Then R, G. This one we can put like 800 if you want. If you think it's too much, 1000. Let's put 1000 G. Something like that. Let me find a good spot right there. It's okay. And then we are going to create the ring line. For the ring line, 7 top view, Shift D, put this right here. Then R to rotate, something like that. G to move. Number 3 for side view, R, G to put it down, R. And then this one we can change from this to square. Now 1, go to the front, we are going to locate the light, rotate it in the right position, something like this. It's okay. Now scale it a little bit. That. Then here we're going to put 60. Then let's put 2000. 7 G, move it. R, something like that. For the moment, you can modify the lights later the way that you want. Let me, this one I think I'm going to scale a little bit. 1000. 200 is okay, I think. Yeah, a little bit more light. Now this one, you just need to play with the lights, that's all. 1000 is okay. Yeah, something like that. Now we are missing the more important thing in our Christmas tree, our Christmas star, right? Now, because we activate the add-on like extra objects, we can create the Christmas star very easy. So Shift A, mask. Then we are going to go right here, extras. Then simple star. Click. Now we open right here this menu, and it's aligned to the world. We need to align to the view. And right now our star is looking good. Look, this is our star. So we don't need to change more. If you want to change something else, you can put it here. Look, 0.5 point. We're gonna use the 5 points star. The radius, we're gonna make it a little bit, yeah, the points longer. So in the radius, if you want to change it, something like that, then you can modify the height and everything. See, make your thinner. Something like this is okay. Now from view, click, select a star. We are going to select R. We're going to rotate it. Put it right there. From view, G, Z, Z, up. Oops. Remember guys, the view are in normal, the transformation orientation is normal. We need to change it to global. Okay, something like that. G, Z, then go up, scale it, G, Z, down. Now we can rotate it a little bit. Something like this. Yeah. Now in the camera, I see our star is getting out from the view. So to modify this a little bit, we're going to put it right here. Something like that. And this one, we can move it. No problemo. Like that, our star. We're going to make some modification. For example, we are going to scale it a little bit like this. Okay, we're going to apply, we're going to edit, then we are going to select edges, and then I'll click. So this one, I'll select this, move it a little up. Oops, remember to deselect the proportional editing. Something like that is okay. Now right here we are going to apply the subdivision surface. And now how it looks our star too. And we are going to create a material, the same new material right here, the golden star, and then metallic up. You can put. Now I don't want to see the lines, the outliner of the lines and everything, the wireframe. So right now I'm going to deactivate right here. Show gizmo, we don't need, and show overlays, we don't need. Just like that. We need to see the clean view. For this menu, we can hide it pressing T. Then that's all. Now let's work on our star. Okay, we're gonna get out from the edit mode to the object mode. Right click, shader smooth. Look, it's a beautiful star. Okay, now we are going to come back to the world properties. I think I'm going to put this like a 0.1.5. Illuminate it more. Now let me change this one. I'm going to make it big. Then this one as well. The ring line will be big, and the front line also big. It's too much. Then this one is 1000. Let's put 1000. This one 2000 is okay. Then from view G. Then our ring line, let's put 3000. From 1005 is okay. Side view. Something like that. Okay. Now we're gonna create the. We're going to create the snow on the floor and the presents. Very simple, guys. We're gonna go Shift A. We're going to do it fast. Circle, and the circle. It's okay like that. Scale. Make it bigger, something like this. Here, it's okay. And then in this part we are going to enter to edit mode. Right here. Vertex. So everything needs to be selected. You can press A. Then you are going to press F3, and then right here you're going to type fill, and then you are going to select grid fill. And then automatically he's going to create a fill. We're gonna fill the circle and divide it. Now this is what we need, okay? I'm going to move it up a little bit. It's okay. Something like that. Now we are going to create variation using our proportional editing. Now top view. Now we're going to move it in the top view. Vertex selection here. Select this one, G, and then move it a little bit. You're gonna create some variation. Let's do it fast. You can modify anything in the way that you want. It's no problem. This is your project, so you can do whatever you want. If you don't want snow, don't create snow. But in this case, I'm going to make it with snow. Let's say something like that, okay? Now, go back to object mode, right click, shader smooth. We are going here, then subdivision surface, then we are going to select solidify and play with the parameters, the thickness up. Something like that is okay. Look, it looks pretty cool. Go back here. You can use the materials right here, snow. Select the snow material, and that's all, guys. Pretty simple, huh? Now let's create the presents. Okay, for the presents, in the same place, Shift A, mask, cube. Then let's go to the front view, G. We are going to move it right here. Move it, yeah, right here is okay. Now what we're gonna do is Control A, all transformation, then right click, set the origin to the geometry. Okay. Now enter to edit mode. And right here we are going to make some cuts. So edit selection right here, and then Control plus R, and then press hold down Control, and then with the scroll button just move it like this for create the cuts. In this case we're going to create two, and then confirm with a click and one more click, and that's all. And we're going to do the same right here. So Control R, then hold down Control, tool, click, click, that's all. Okay, now we're going to create a material right here. We're going to make it red, then the specular, put it down a little bit down, and the roundness up, something like that. You see, now from view, then we are going to activate the X-ray, then vertex selection, then you just select all the vertices down from the bottom right there. Okay, we're going to scale it down. Oops, remember to deactivate the proportional editing. My god, I always forget to deactivate it. Okay, as scale it something like this, it's okay. Now deactivate the X-ray view. Now we are going to edge selections. We are going to select these edges right here, click, shift, hold down shift, and then click right here and hold down shift and alt together, right here, here, same. Okay guys, good. Then activate the X-ray. Okay, let's make sure all the edges are selected, and then we are going to make a bevel, pressing Ctrl B, then a little bit, move the scroll button, something like that. It's okay. It looks pretty nice. Okay, now face selection, we need to select faces right here. Then we are going to select these faces. You see, so press Alt, then click, then Shift plus Alt and click right here. We are going to create a new material, and then click right here where I say assigned. So it will assign automatically our material, and change the color. Let's put something like that. Yeah, like purple. Okay, specular down, then roughness up, something like this. Then yeah, let me change the specular a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Then what we're gonna do, we are going to create a bow of the present. So come back to object mode, then from view, then Shift A, then we are going to go to curve, and then bezier. We're going to create bezier. Open the properties, align to view, then select the bezier. Oops, where is the bezier? My cat, here. Click, then G, move it up right here. Then we are going to enter to edit mode. We are going to select this vertex, and then E to extrude, and we're going to put it right here. Then these handles, you can select this side right here, and then G to move it, something like that. Select this one again, the center, and then move it right here. This one, G. Then we can move this something like this is okay. G. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the properties right here, and then we are going to make dip. No, we're gonna to the dip is just a little bit. like 0.001. It's okay. Yeah, like this is okay. Then the offset, no, the offset is okay. And then the extrude, we're gonna extrude it like here. I think here is okay. A little bit more, okay, like that. And then we can put the same material, this one. Just select it from here, click, that's all. Now from view, we need to come back to object mode, then G, move it up, something like here. I think it's okay. Then we are going to apply the mirror modifier right here. Select the mirror modifier. Then you need to select right here this tool and select the present. And now look, all the two are connected. Then we are going to move it a little bit like that. Okay, now we need to convert this into a mesh because right now it's a spline. So right click, convert to mesh. Okay, now also we are going to join together the GIF and the bow. Selected with shift, you hold down shift and then select one, for example the bow, shift, and then select the other. Then you are going to get right click and then join. Now it's just one, you see, G, can move. And then from here we are just going to decorate our Christmas tree. Now one thing we need to do is the gizmo need to be here, because later when we're going to animate the present, we're going to scale it, so from there we can scale it. It's no good. So what we're gonna do, enter to edit mode, face selection, then select this face, shift S, cursor to select it, then come back to the object mode, then right click, send the origin to the 3D cursor. Okay, right now also right click, share the smooth. Now from view, G, put it right here, almost like here. You can move it, then something like that, then rotate it. Okay, from here you can play with the composition. You can do whatever you want. 7, then G. We're gonna shift D to duplicate here, something, scale it a little bit. This 1G, you can move it. Oops. G. I think I'm going to make big the snow. S. Yes. So we are talking about right now. So let's put right here. Then this one, we can move it, rotate it, something like that. You can play like that, and then scale a little bit. Then 7, shift D, rotate it, something like that. Shift D, right here. Scale it a little bit. So yeah guys, this is our composition, our design. Now right here I'm going to select the plane, scale it a little bit in the X axis right here. So this is what I want to do. So at this point of the tutorial we are finished in the modeling part. So right now it will come the chapter of animation. So if you are happy with the composition and you don't plan to animate it, you can stop it right here. So we're gonna make some tests for render. For example, right here we're gonna go to light paths. So transparency we don't need, we can put this 0. Then volume don't need, and diffuse glossiness, transmission, not transmission, let's put to 4 as well. Then diffuse glossiness, okay. Then activate acoustics. Then right here in color management, we're gonna go to put a high contrast to see how it looks. It looks beautiful. High contrast, or we can choose medium high contrast. Okay, and now we are going to make a render. We're going to test how it looks. So you can press F12, or you can go to render and render image. The shortcut is F12. Okay, look guys, it looks really good. Now right here you can see you can put more sample if you want more quality, but in this case it's just for test how it looks. So for example, this is slot is number 1, we can change to number 2, later we're going to use it. So if you want more quality about render, you just come back here, and then right here you can put 2000, 2005. Then right here you can let it 0.1, no sorry, 0.01, and then it will take more time, but the quality will be better. Okay, so let's make a render F12. Now guys, look, it looks pretty nice. So at this point you can let it like this. Okay, now we will continue with the animation chapter. Now for the animation part, is going to be pretty simple. We don't gonna make like a big things at the animation. Okay, so this is the timeline. We are going to animate each object individually. So let's start with the snow on the floor. So we're gonna select the snow, and then right now the frames are 250. Later we can change it. Then we need to check about the frame rate. Frame rate is 24 frames per second. So in my case I'm going to put 30. You can let it 24. So it will be like here, and then we're gonna go to 20. So right now in 20, with the snow selected, we're gonna press the key I, and then it will go insert keyframe menu. So we can insert keyframes in location, rotation, scale, and location and rotation. But in this case we're just gonna animate the scale. So you select the scale. So right now it will keep the actual scale of the snow in this frame, and then we're gonna go back to the number 1, and then in the number 1 we're going to change the scale. So one more time, first we're gonna press S, then 0 in the numpad, enter, then I, and then scale. So basically he starts to appear and then come here, right? If you play with the space bar, you can see you can play the animation with the space bar. Yeah, but it looks so boring, right? So we are going to use like a kind of effect, and the interpolation, different interpolation between the keyframes for making more dynamic. Okay, so with the 2 keyframes selected, you are going to press T, and then right here you have like interpolation, easing, and dynamic effects. So we are going to try it with bounce. like this. So look, if you play it, you see, it's more attractive, more appeal. It's going to be like that. Now you can try bounce, or you can try elastic. It works pretty well as well. Look. But in this case, I'm going to select bounce. I think it looks better. Bounce. See? Now from 0 to 20, so the snow. And then right here, the second one, it will start with the snow, then with the trunk. So select the trunk. So this will appear on a 20. So we can try from 15 till 30. So let's go to 30. And then right here, press the same I, scale, and then come back to 15. Then S, 0, enter, I, scale. So it will pam, pam. So in this case, we're gonna apply the same effect, T, then bounce, pam, pam, see? Then we're gonna continue with R3, but in this case R3, we're gonna parent the snow. We're gonna parent the snow with the tree. So you need to select first the snow. See, this is the snow, it's selected, and then hold down Shift and select the tree, and then you're gonna press Ctrl P, and then set parent to object and keep transformation. Okay, click. Right now, so we're gonna just animate the tree. So in this case, our count 0 to 20, and then boom, the trunk appear. 30. So from 25 or 30, we can start to 30, 30 to 40. Let's try to 40. So in 40, we're gonna press I, scale, and then we're gonna go back to 30. I think 30 is okay. Then S, 0, enter, and then I, scale. Okay, now let's take a look. So it will be up here like that. Let me see. But here I make a mistake, so we need to come back, because the origin of the Christmas of the tree is right here. So we need the origin right here in that part. So what we're gonna do is we are going to select these ones and delete it. Okay, now we're gonna enter to edit mode, and then we are going here, right here. Oh, but this is already there, so it's pretty easy. Just right click and set origin to the 3D cursor theme. Oh, the 3D cursor is right here. I don't know why, but no problem. We do the same process again. Select the tree, enter to edit mode. So it's right here. Now we shift. If it is not right here, you face selection, and then you select this face. Then Shift S, cursor to select it. Yeah, right here you can see it. Go back to object mode, and then right click, set origin to the 3D cursor. Okay, right now this is what we need. So right now we were talking about 40, it was in 40, so I, scale, and then we come back to 30, and then 35. Let's put it in 25 and see how it looks. S, 0, enter, I, scale, then shoot. Yeah, you can see shoot. Oh yeah. Then T, let's put bounce. So go, bam. Oh, it looks nice. You can try bounce, or you can try elastic to see what is better. Elastic. Let's try with elastic. Oh, with elastic looks good. Look, bam. But let's let it bounce. Dum, Sometimes you need to take difficult decisions, so elastic, I think, is, Yeah, we're gonna play around with these two. So I'm going to move this. I want more time that I want to see the tree with more time, like when it pops up. So bound, yeah. Then you can try and see what it looks better for you. Something like that. We go here, bam, 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 and then we can animate the Christmas ball. For the Christmas ball, you can do select one. So then we're gonna see 40, finish 45, well, 60. Okay, so here you press I, scale, and we come back here. 40, I think is okay. So S, 0, enter, then I, scale, and then it will pop up. Yeah, pop up. Dim. But it's too slow, so we can try to do the effect that I bounce and see how it's going. How it goes. Yeah, like that. Look. If you think the speed of the animation depends on the closer that the keyframes are. For example, right now they are not too close, so that's why you see these pop-ups like a kind of slow. If you want pop-up faster, like appear faster, you just need to move the keyframe one of the keyframes close to each other, like this. For example, here. So right now, you see. And then for the rest of the ball, you could do it one by one, but we have a trick inside of Blender that allows us to copy the properties of the objects, like animation, scale, everything. So what you're gonna do is you are going to select all the balls, and the last one that you're going to select is this one that is animated. So we are going to do like that. So just select these two keyframes. Okay, that's all. Now you select first this one, then hold down shift and then select the others. Go around, select it. Oops, I made a mistake. This one, hold down shift, and this one, and this one. This one. Let me take a look. Everything is selected, and the last one that we need to select is this one. And then we're going to press Ctrl L, and then here link transfer data. We are going to link animation data. So now all are using the same animation data. Pop. So all pop-ups, look, appear. Now I'm going to change the effect. I think I'm going to select right here, select both the first one, this one, and T, select elastic, change it to elastic. Yes, it looks better. Then about this one, the spiral, we can just animate it from here. After these pop-ups, the ball come on down, then we're gonna animate the spiral like this. So it's going to be boom, boom, right here. 55, this 0, 1, factor start and 1, right click, insert keyframe, and then 65, 0, insert keyframe. Then it goes. See? So after this finish in 65, it's time for our star to come to life. So right here, 65 to 80. So 80. 80 I scale, then 65. Yes, 65. Yeah, S 0, enter, I scale thing, and then we are going to use elastic. So T elastic. So now let's see. Oh yeah, it looks nice. Elastic, or let's try with bounce. With bounce I think it looks better. So for render the final animation, right now we need to go here and then this part, like output properties. Right here you need to select the folder where you want to save the animation, and then in my case I use PNG. I will render image like a 105 image, and then I will make the post-production in Premiere Pro. I will put it together like a sequence. And but if you want to make post-production in other software, you can just right here choose AV. You can use FFmpeg video, that is similar to MP4, and then he will just render out the animation. Normally you go to render animation. If you want to see the post-production that I do in Premiere Pro with image like animation, when I render image and then make the post-production in Premiere Pro, right here on the top it will appear a tutorial where I make the post-production on one of the animation, the previous tutorials. Okay guys, then about the render properties, you can just let it like that. If you need to make a test because the speed of the render depends on your computer, of your graphic card, the power of your computer. But if, for example, it takes you too much time to render one image, you can change this to, you start to play with the noise threshold, because basically this is the factor that will determine how long it will take for you to render an image. So you can start to play with 0.1 and make a test to see how much time it takes for make one image, or you can go 0.2 or 0.3 or 0.4, okay, with 2500 samples. Okay, so after that you just render the animation in the way that you want, and then in my case my final animation will look like this. Now guys, okay, this is all the tutorial. I hope you have learned a lot, and don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. If you like my tutorials, I will appreciate that you support me in my channel, and see you next video. Thank you and Merry Christmas.